shall perish. We shall protect us from all the fools. Don't take the prize, His meant for we will pay. Then let us rise with just a shred of faith. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation. Oh, Fatherland, please be our soul and great. Defending thee shall be the dedication. Seal abroad will cause the privilege. The waving stone of which never rains the fleet shall not rescue of life of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible was earthly pass. When we appoint the wounds of man's healed, we shall remember those who died in Mars. Then shall our trumpets give the glorious song. For victory is on all life and oh, God, protect us from the evil before. Guide all our movements, lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the good and His word, to live and walk, to cast the gods each day. Bless us, O Lord, to serve with rest and fairness, to make His time alive of righteousness.
Ọsịkwa gịnị ka nwa ogbenye mere nkeji ego gana nụkwa ọgaranya sachọzi ka asọsọ nye nwa bilizie n'elu ụwa. O Chukwunna, ikele ọgaranya na ikele nwa ogbenye okwu dịzielu nna udizebulu ụwa ezi uche ịnụ sọ nke ka anyị na-echekwube nna. chukubeze chukwo uche chukwa kusigi feyeme uche chukwa kusenge yeme nuwa ni fosolo nye ya sigari basie
Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are all over the world, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is still Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. As Nande Okukano said, as far as we come on air every day, know that Biafra will be restored. Radio Biafra Extra is streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Okafo Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. And Anambra State is Biafra land. He is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Honestly, we are mere mortal, very far from perfection. And then they say to err is human and to forgive is divine. With our limited knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, we can only come before the Creator with pure heart. For in the end, all man shall be a liar, but God alone shall be the one who said it. Mazi Uchuka for my first simplicity, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. But of course, Nigerian will bear testament. The handlers of Nigerian, the enemies of Biafra will bear testament to the truth that from the very first day to this very moment will stand on the path of righteousness to ensure that there is justice, there is equity, tranquility, to ensure fairness among humanity. For we are actually not fighting to conquer anybody. We do not want to be called hero. We don't want to sit on our ivory tower and so you praise us. We just want to be free. We want to be human. Is this too much to ask for? Mazi Uchuka for Mefo, of course, is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, the Prince of Afari Beku, the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 6 decades now, I should say. You are from Egala, Idoma, Iyala. In fact, so many Biafran people across the globe. Let's go the other way around. You are from part of Benue State. You are from part of Kogi State. You are a Biafran in Edo State, Bayelsa, Imo, Rivers, Delta, Abia, Imo, Enugu, Ebonyi, Cross River, We have an accord. Anambra, arise. Arise. No speak grammar. Our target is not to speak Polish English, Queen's English. No. Our target is not to make you be entertained. Our target is not to make you see that which is irrelevant to us. Our target is that you know the truth and let the truth set you free. Nobody commands our loyalty. You can be sponsored and financed by Nigeria. It's okay. You eat the money, it's your turn. After all, it's chop and chop. Look at your senators. They just come give name to looting. And all of you justify it. Padded budget padded, or planned budget, bottom line budget. Speak with big grammar. But of course, you will suffer. As far as you clinch to one Nigeria, you will suffer. We will celebrate the advancement of other African nations, but you see you Nigeria, you say I'm a Nigeria, your suffer will know no band. It's not a curse. It's just a revelation, prophetical declaration. Nobody commands our loyalty, believe me. And so I would start by telling you, look for IPOB family closer to you and join. Look for IPOB and join. Some people say, must we join? Yes, so if you are Biafra, you must join. If you are Duduwarewa, you are not a Biafran, please go. Even though you want to bring billion, please carry your money and go. By this moment, no Biafran across the globe, we say, oh, we know no say, and I wait till now they do. Una no wait till we they talk. Now they analyze, they scrutinize. Oh, it's your calling, fulfill it. Mene take care of fasting. It's your calling, fulfill it. Analyzer. Nobody today will say, we don't know what these people are saying. You know already. But of course, we are not in a hurry. We are not in a hurry. There are a lot of things many people expect we should have talked about. Let us talk about the sponsored terrorism between the Cross River and the Ebonyi State. And then the Hausa Fulani have released a music singing, Iyale, kill us, Iyale. But we won't go there. We will come there later on. Or better still, maybe we talk about that the young Lambato in Aso Rock. Jubri is a young Lambato. We have told you. How can you go and tie 35 years old man and wear him masquerade of a 90 years old man? And you want him to remain a virgin at the age of 35 or 45? It's not possible. You want us to analyze Lambato in Aso Rock? You want to remarry? Or Setiana? It's a propaganda, it's a propaganda, it's a ganda proper. We give you ganda proper. We do not have interest on propaganda. The young boy Lambato, somewhere in Aso Rock, all the way from Sudan, Aisha Buhari did not allow this lunatic to run him. Aisha Buhari is a woman of dignity. I think I should need to see that woman. Biafra should pay her homage. Somebody should give her publicity befitting for a honorable woman. I thought she was a lunatic. I was thinking this woman should come out and tell the world that the man in Aso Rock is Jubri. But she was not doing that. I was not happy with her, including the children. Most especially having heard Mbaka prophesying, which can, oh my God. But now I know that action truly speaks louder than words. For blood is thicker than water. The woman no get time to talk. She just went to Theresa May and said, Theresa May, I can't bear this. I cannot take this. I'm going to stay with you, Theresa May. Let that fine boy Lambato in Aso Rock continue with his Lambatory. I'm going to stay here with you, Theresa May. Theresa May said to Aisha Buhari, go, 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 go. Aisha Buhari told British government, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to remain here. I've not seen Hausa speak American English or British English, so I really don't know how Aisha Buhari sound anyway. But you take the truth and leave the rest for us. And then they say, okay, don't worry, you can stay here in London. And he stayed in London. And they find boy Lambato somewhere in Aso Rock. Or Setiana. When John Thomas decided to evangelize, Aisha is nowhere. And his wife is in Sudan. Why wouldn't he marry another one? And you are going to be his bridesmaid and wed maid. You think you are deceiving us? When we are done with you, you wish you never did. But had he come, I'm going to be one of your, I will give you deep freezer. You know, for how do they speak grammar? Is it commemoration of your wedding day? I will give you deep freezer. Ndiara. Other room. Where do we start from? We have so many things to tell you. Oh, we close the border, no importation of rice. Rice cannot come in. We understand. We close it very well. Oh, it's Operation Show of Force, Operation Ruganize. Please, we know. Ruganize. Operation Force everywhere. It's okay. It's your turn. We are Boko Haramizing. Boko Haramize. Prayer warriors are not fighting Boko Haram. It's okay. It's your turn. Enjoy it while it lasts. But you are Biafran. We have seen things that make us go jagger. Today, I said, God, I was angry in the morning. And maybe I must have said things I should not have said. But you know me better than myself. Today, this evening, if I be the one who will tell your people the truth, please don't let me curse them. He didn't answer me. And now I am here. And I want to still tell you the truth. The same part 2 of the same thing I wanted to tell you in the morning. I didn't finish it. I didn't even enter it. And now I have come for part 2. I have started the same way. I don't want to curse you. I don't want to insult you, trample on your personality. But I don't know how I can live without telling you that thunder will fire you when you are very hopeless and you go to a Jubri wedding. Thunder will fire you. How do I do without telling you this truth? They are mad people. No, they think, oh, Biafra. We not say, Oshobe, hey, Oshobe, hey, hey, oh, hey, you are a way, Yoshi. And then we get Biafra and we begin to kill ourselves. We will make sure we separate the wood from the chaff. For the Biafra will seek for. It's not about oil well. It's not about what you think. It is about being human. Osetiana. Lambato in Aso Rock is getting married. There was a cook in Aso Rock, very good cook. He cooked stew. Ewedu efo. He cooked good soup. When Jubri from Sudan eat this soup, I do not blame him. He's being sincere. Come and do your marriage, Ndiara. It's a repetition of history. When Gowon was busy slaughtering over 10 million Biafrans, that was when he got married. Most of you do not know that when there was war in Biafra land, genocidal war, Jack Gowon, who is calling prayer warrior around the world to pray for unity of thunder will fire them, was doing wedding. But don't worry. You won't understand. We had so many gospel we should have preached, but first and first. Of course, Radio Biafra, we have Radio Biafra USA 1 and 2, Radio Biafra Middle East, Radio Biafra South Africa, Radio Biafra Hausa language, Radio Biafra, which one I never call, Extra, and Radio Biafra Wanine, which is Radio Biafra London, being anchored by Mazi Uche Ukafo Mefo. Everybody gives you different chapter. After all, Jesus has different. Do you know how many books we have in New Testament? Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, every other one, Ephesians and Mark, all of them. It is when we begin to mention this name, that is who we are. And John chapter 1, verse 1, or Setiana. Every other broadcaster should choose their book of the Bible. Because when we are done with this gospel, you will know why we are here. Oh, they thought it's AK-47. I had the privilege of going to Bayelsa with the Bayelsa state coordinator, among other Bayelsians with me. We went to some of the islands to find out from the women what is their stake regarding Biafra. They told me that Biafran soldiers raped them, rape all of them. They told me. In fact, when they heard that we are fighting for Biafra, these old women were so angry. But I'm happy that it was one of their sons that brought me there. The people in Bayelsa who are listening to me know that I lie not, but I say the truth. And the woman say, so Bayelsa, Biafra people, no. The woman should be around maybe 80 years. She had gray hair all over her body. And I say, Mama, what did Biafran do to you? Group of old women who have gathered started weeping. They told us how Biafran soldier raped them. Rape goat, rape cow. Where you see Fulani raping, sleeping with cow and goat. It didn't start today. Everything in Bayelsa was rape. So the goat that was born in Bayelsa after the war was our Fulani blood. Not to talk of human being. The woman said we were raped. I said, who raped you people, Mama? He said, Biafran soldier. But I remember I've been to Imo State. I've been there. And honestly, there are a lot of things we don't want to say. But then let's go ahead. And when we were interviewing this woman in Imo State, she said to us that when the Biafran soldiers came, they didn't have clothes to wear. They were half naked. And so the Imo State genuine Biafran mothers brought that their wrapper, but the number of Biafran soldiers outnumbered their wrapper. So one wrapper was divided into 4, giving half, quarter to each of these soldiers. But the people in Bayelsa told me that the Biafran soldier that came to rape them were properly dressed. I don't want to digress because it's part 2 I am entering. I talk part 1 so I don't talk anything. Now I break them. Come postpone them. I do part 2 now. I don't start again. I never enter the topic. But of course, if it's going to be up to 600, we are not running. We are not in a hurry. And then the woman in Bayelsa told me that Biafran men raped them. I said, Mama, cool down. How did it happen? And they started narrating that they were just staying in that island, and all of a sudden, a ship landed. The ship was carrying very rugged, dirty, stinking, half-naked soldier. They say they are Biafran soldier, that they come to protect them. The woman said that they now asked them, those soldiers who were half-naked said to them, go back to your house, go about your normal business. We are here to protect you. So they entered into a forest in that island. They showed me the forest. They pointed to it. And they say 2 days later, another ship landed in that island. I don't want to call the island. There are many islands in Niger Delta. For some reason, I won't tell you the name of the island. But those who were there, were there. They are mad people. And I said, Mama, what happened? He said, when the second ship landed, soldiers begin to calm down. They were properly dressed, their uniform ironed, they were neat, as they were sparkling. And when we saw their badge, we thought it's the same group with those who were in the bush. And they gathered all of us and said the same thing. We are here to protect you. But we thought they were genuine. And so we said to them, your people were here earlier and they are staying inside that bush. And those people said, don't worry, just calm down. They surrounded that bush. He said, every Biafran soldier in Biafra land, those in the bush, were hunted down. But they thought all of them are Biafra. So after killing the Biafran, genuine Biafra in that island, they came back. They took all their fowl, they harvested all their crops in the farm, and they start reaping them turn by turn. For months. For months. The woman said, this is what Biafra people did to me. And you are telling me to join Biafra? I said, Mama, calm down. You are right. But I see something here you are not seeing. 2 Biafran soldiers landed in this island in Bayelsa. He said, yes. I said, one was dressed and the other naked. He said, yes. And the ones that were properly dressed killed the ones that were half naked. He said, yes. If it were Yoruba, he said, Benny, Yoshi. I said, Mama, calm down. I was in Imo State. This is the testament I had, which means the soldiers who were half naked were the true Biafran soldier. And so the soldier who were properly dressed were Nigerian soldier. And now, to call the long story short, Ojukwu fought spending his father's money. Ojukwu, at the end of the day, could not sustain it because everything he had was taken over from him. He was betrayed by Fajona. The same way you have many Fajona. But of course, we leave the last dance stepping for the last music. And so, Ojukwu could not have possibly been able to take care of the challenges that are around him. I said to the mother and said, the truth is that everything you said, let's now analyze it. The Biafran soldier did not eat normal. They couldn't feed. They couldn't feed, honestly. And so when the Biafran soldiers could not feed, how possibly would it be for them to dress up in iron cloth? It costs money to iron cloth in Nigeria. It costs money to be neat in Nigeria. It costs money to be normal in Nigeria. And when I see some people, they say, oh, you those of you in Nigeria, you don't have sense. Thunder will fire you. Because if you live here, you will run mad. In 1 week, you will run mad. I have no greater respect for our leader because he was here. Before he go on evangelizing all of you in diaspora, of course, when he finishes evangelizing, he will come back. He was here. Thunder will fire you. You will have Kwashoko in 24 hours when you come here and say you are IPOB. Don't you see how many people broadcasting? Hey, we are fighting for freedom. Fear will never allow them to mention Biafra, not to talk of IPOB or Nande Kano or Uchimefo. And I don't get sense. Oh, did I say thunder fire you? Pardon me. It was a slip of tongue. Ndiara. And I said to the woman, these people were hungry. Kwashoko will be killing them. Ojukwu would have been able. Why would he buy new uniform for this soldier when there is Kwashoko in Abia, in Enugu, everywhere Kwashoko? Why would he do that? I said, now let's set our priority right. This is what actually happened. Nigerian impersonated the Biafra. Today they are impersonating us. Most of you are not seeing it. They are impersonating us. Those of you Biafrans in Nigerian army, you are there doing Oshobe, hey, Oshobe, hey. They are killing you gradually. You are going to fight Boko Haram, but they are here guarding share pipeline. They are here now doing roadblock. They will be employing more of them from anywhere in the world, and they are going to do it in checking points. But you're going to fight Boko Haram, and we are telling you, you are speaking grammar. They are mad people. Thunder will fire all of you. You refuse to have sense. Thunder will fire you. Army, police, DSS, you are a Biafran. You are still fooling yourself. Thunder will fire you. Did I say thunder fire them? No. May you receive anointing of Amadioha. They are nonsense. And I said to the woman, it's not possible. And they calmed down. They listened to me. And at the end of the day, it was like, this is true. But somebody is going to say, what is he going to say me all these things? I'm going to be saying all these things because those of you on Facebook, like, look at Biafran soldier marching without boot. Those are Biafran soldier marching without boot. They don't even have shirts. Do you want to tell me that the person who never chop food and I want to rape a woman? You think a lazy man can talk to a woman? When you meet a proper woman, you must be complete. And then some lunatic are saying, hey, Biafran said they are the rapers. Look at those people on this. This is a video recorded by one of the terrorists, not knowing it to come out today. Did you look at those people are people who can rape you? What do they call them in River State? God will punish all of you. The Bible says my people perish because they lack knowledge. Imagine. Person never chop belly foot in a woman in one rape. Just look at the first line of soldiers on training. No boot, no hand glove, no stockings, nothing, no shirt. Some of them were even wearing pants. It draws us down to our topic this evening. What it takes to restore Biafra, a nation. What it takes to restore a nation. So many. I won't digress further because this is how I did in the morning. And at the end of the day, I didn't present my facts before you. And I cut it off. I don't want season 3. Except Facebook cut me off. And then I go to season 3. Facebook, Yoruba, Zugabyte. If you don't cut me off, I will stop in phase 2 of this segment. You cut me off, I will follow you to the end. Once in nana hiko ya wana hiko. People will say mama no go sleep, he no go sleep. Have you never hear that? I'm not just happy. What it takes to restore a nation. If a nation must be restored, a lot of things has to take place. The generation before us, they were willing to go naked to fight and defend Biafra land. So I can be alive today. And Beck, I will not go ahead if I don't dedicate this music to them. If I have to close here, I will close here. But then let's give it to the Biafran soldier. Tell them it's going to be all right. Tell the Biafran soldiers, those who fought naked defending us, those who marched in the fire and in the thorn without boot defending us, without pant. They fought in winter, they fought in summer, they fought in the daytime, they fought in the nighttime to defend us. So some of them are still alive. You tell them that it's going to be all right. Tell them that it's going to be all right.
This song is dedicated to the victims of this genocide. Those who lost their lives from 1967 to this very moment.
I had to do this song with you. My brother man, I don't believe you. Shake a man to beat you. My brother man, listen up. Tell that Biafran soldier that he's gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafran soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafran soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafran soldier that he's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafran soldier he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell the wounded he's gonna be alright. The spirit of our fathers he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell everybody he's gonna be alright. See the bad Lord wanna bring us down. The money that we keep rising up. See betrayers wanna bring us down. The money that we keep rising up. Bring your gun and your bullet and bazooka and your grenade and Biafrans. We will fight till the end. See them sabotage, playing cowardice in the corona. But we will win them all. I said we will win them all. The Kanu is the leader. He says he's gonna be alright. He's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafran soldier that he's gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafran soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafran soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafran soldier that he's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafran soldier he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell the wounded he's gonna be alright. Tell our brothers, our fathers that he's gonna be alright. Tell our brothers, our fathers that he's gonna be alright. Oh.
I remember a very good brother man from my nation, Biafra land. Hey, oh na na na, what a wicked world. Our junior, another day, Biafrans, shot by the government. Because of our freedom, we are fighting for a better life. One thing I know, forward ever, backward ever. We will one day avenge their day.
Of course, we must continue from there. This is dedicated to those men and women who fought without shoe, who fought without shirt, who fought without food. to make sure that George Onyibe, among other eminent, wonderful Biafrans, are alive. And then there is somebody somewhere there in my Facebook. He called himself Nkonya Aswachine Duawosa. And he's trying to say, but of course, we welcome all of you. If you are my Facebook Live, you deal with that lunatics there. Code Peter, I trust you, you can do that. Give that guy typhoid fever. Ndiara, look at Yoruba with Facebook. And I will Fulani. You want to come close to us, when we have your time, you will know. People don't understand. We are here to make sure that every Biafran, genuine one, must receive sense. There is no genuine Biafran that can fight what we are doing. So once you fought, let me tell you something. A lot of people are working hard to undermine me as a person. And they may succeed in the nearest future. I will rather die to come against IPOB. I will never. They have gone beyond that stage. I will hang myself, gather my children and my wife. We will hang ourselves than to come against IPOB. Maybe they have done their work anyway. And then we give it to them. And then there is one Yoruba answering, if it's even wearing Biafran flag as his profile, God will punish all of you. When I was a boy, I couldn't talk. Because when you thought they say, she, you wanted to kill you, she. Until one man came here and telling you that thunder will fire you, and then you have sense. And then if that is what we save the genuine Biafran pure blood, and then we will tell you that thunder will fire you, your duty is to wake up and become real. Ndiara, look at Yoruba coming here. Code Peter, give that guy typhoid fever for me. So he know they don't come here to joke. Ndiara, mad people. Honestly, it really doesn't matter. A man once told me, it's not about you. And that is the truth. It's not about me. But it's about us. It's about us. And then it must be to defend the interests of us. It must be to defend the interests of us. Look at it. The Kanu should tell us, has lose focus. Buhari, Jubri didn't lose focus. He's remarrying at the age of 110. And Britain will come and do Ashebi for Buhari. I think it's Buhari. We are waiting for the wedding day. They are mad people. I said, but no, just go down and insult them. But how can what do I tell a 90 years old man marrying 13 years old girl and Theresa May, who is almost 300 years, we come for Ashebi? Mad people. I never talk the topic, but I won't digress further. The only thing that will make this topic to have season 3 is when Zugabat and Yoruba Oluwole interrupt my network. And then we move ahead. But of course, like I said earlier, what it takes to restore a nation. Many nations of the world today as we speak, there were certain principles that were deployed. This principle enables them to be able to restore their nation. Let us look at them, because it's going to help you. Number one, the person calling my phone, please stop calling the phone. The person calling my phone, please stop calling my phone. The person calling my phone, please stop calling my phone. I will call you at the right time. Because you keep calling my phone, you disrupt the whole network. Please stop calling my private line. I will call you. I have your signal. Please. I can't even talk to you because I'm on earphone. Please. Our people must understand what is at stake. I do not envy anybody. I see many countries in the world. I wish I was from there. But I want to know what makes them tick and what makes them who they are. And I see they were able to deploy certain principles. If you know what China went through and Japan went through to get to where they are today, you will understand that ordinary a country of rice farmer put Americans to their heels. These are some of the things they don't tell you. They call them veterinarian. American will never, even in 100 lifetime, America will tell you what they encounter in Vietnam. But they were a rice farmer. They were a rice farmer. And so when we are crying as Biafra, we never even see anything. But we pray to God, let all the hair be loosed against us, that we ask for our freedom, that in the end, we can be proud of ourselves. Go to Vietnam. Some people think Vietnam is a world power. These are rice farmers like people you have in Ebonyi State. These are rice farmers. America will never forget that experience. Why am I saying this? Britain will never forget their experience with America. Neither will Britain forget their experience in China and Japan. What about India? I don't know all these things. I don't know all these things. What about other countries of the world? There is something they did. Over 10 million died within 3 years. Over 10 million. Over 10 million died within 3 years. There are ongoing killing in Biafra land, unrecorded. Unrecorded. And we are still here. And then we're going to sing hymn book. And then we're going to continue. There are few things we need to put in place. And then maybe our children will be able to be proud of the Biafra nation. Be proud of our leaders, deputy, and all the members of IPUB who fought very hard to give them that future. Because in the end, these people are determined. Nations across the globe have masterminded the undoing of our people. Let's be sincere to ourselves. Number one, you must understand is that if you want your nation to be free, you must understand, accept first of all that you are in bondage. Those people drinking wine somewhere in White House, Green House, Brick House, across the globe, they don't know we are in bondage. They don't know. My boss told me that he went to a state in America, and when he entered that community, everybody he saw that people were peeping him from window. He said, as I entered there, I begin to see head, every window head they there. And I said, what happened? He said, they have not seen black man before. And so I was the black man they saw first. So if you have not seen a black man as an American man, you have not seen a real black man from Biafra land, as a China man, a Japan man, how will you tell me that you can identify yourself with our suffering? My boss told me, he told his boss. And they say, oh, those people, they never see black people. You don't know there are schools in Germany that a black chimpanzee cannot go to. There are schools in America, in Britain, in China, in Japan. If you are black, they won't allow you to go to that school. Because animals get level. That is what they want to tell you. You must first of all agree. Yes, I may be Dangote, but I need freedom. I'm in bondage. Yes, I may not sell motor. I'm up with cement. I'm in better cement. I am governor. I am Okushiogo, but I'm in bondage. And then you see the light. Number one, every people who have gone through what we've gone through, they understand that they are in bondage. If you don't know you are in bondage, can you free yourself? Number two, you must be ready to make the necessary sacrifice. Freedom don't come easily. Let me tell you something you don't know. I have read the history of the Japanese Revolution, the Chinese Revolution, and I knew they got to a stage and they say anybody that will be our leader will not live more than 30 years or 40 years. So once you clock 40 years, they will bring you and behead you. They will pick another person. You will not marry. So when you see China or Japan building ancestral hall to remember their heroes, these are people who refuse to give birth, who refuse to fall in love, who refuse to marry, just to save Japan, the Korean nation. And they all died. And you think they're going to play with that nation? There are people who are fighting to restore Biafra. They are doing big boys, big boys. May God have mercy upon you. You will never value that freedom when it comes. This information are not on the social media. They are not on Facebook Live or Voice of America, Al Jazeera, BBC or CNN. You won't get them there. Men and women stood up and say, if I die, I die. It's very fascinating. And then you will understand why China, Japan, and the rest of them are marching forward relentlessly, vigorously, dominating the world. They can be everywhere in Africa trying to recolonize us. I don't blame them much if you know the price they pay. They got to a time and say, no, to survive, we need to appoint a leader. That leader should be 30 years. He has only 10 years. Once he's 40 years, we will kill him and behead him. We appoint another one. They will not marry. They will not have girlfriend. But they just for freedom. And some people just come and go to Abenokmabi or Aruchuku. Hey, can I go there? It's Arose. And you are coming to tell me about God. Do you know who the hell God is? Do you know who God is? So, first thing is know that you are in bondage. The next thing you need to know is that you need to be free. And then the number 3 thing you need to do is that you must be ready to make the necessary sacrifice. There is a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. We all know we have to make sacrifices. Are you willing to make that sacrifice? That is where it starts. I have seen some people, they are in IPOB, they don't pay monthly due. I am proud that tomorrow morning, I pay my monthly due. It's 500 because I'm in Biafra land, all the way from Urugudu, but I pay. I pay my monthly due. I have my receipt. In fact, if I slap the coordinator that I will give monthly due and he will not give me my receipt, he better be straight with me. But it's still too small, I must tell you. But I understand why the leadership say, those of you in the zoo, pay 500. It's okay, and we are grateful to that. If it were more than that, we will do that. You must, first of all, accept that you are in bondage. That is when somebody can save you. And when the moment you realize you are in bondage, you must also understand that you need freedom. Sacrifice is necessary. Knowing that sacrifice is necessary is different from knowing that you must make sacrifice. That is just 3. We go to the number 4. The instrument of discipline must be installed. You now know these 3 steps, and you are not disciplined, and you want Biafra to come. We will kill ourselves in 1 week. Are you truly disciplined? You don't try our resolve. Discipline is very important. You know, I told Zugabite and Yoruba to cut me off. They're actually on it. I'm on premature mode now. And so you prepare for season 3. I'm on premature mode now. Number 4, having had the first 3 knowledge, you must install discipline. You must be disciplined. No matter what is happening in China and Japan today, watch them. They are the most disciplined human being on earth. Discipline. Discipline. Go to their real school. You don't misbehave. The politicians are not stealing like every other politician in Africa or anywhere else in the world because they have a simple disciplinary law. You steal our country money, hang yourself with ceiling fan, or jump down from a sky-story building. We celebrate you as a hero. We will get there. Are you disciplined? You just did like this now. They say, oh, you are this coordinator, you have been removed, and now begin to behave like nonsense. Now my papa property. You must be disciplined. Are you a newcomer in IPOB? I never had greater respect for Maziobi Diobienu more than the single fact that the single word he spoke delivered all of us. Many of us. The same way Mazuche Mefo came out and said, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Too much of talk, no, they save people. But we know there are some lunatics that need this talk to be delivered. Maziobi simply said, discipline It's not that way they say, no, it's simply telling you, be disciplined. Chain of command. Obasanjo said he has to massacre Asaba because as a soldier, he was obeying the last order. Go and ask Charlie Boy father, Oputa panel. Sometimes when Charlie Boy is displaying on Facebook, I just be looking at him. Let's hope he has a clear heart. His father was assigned as a justice to find out why Obasanjo Yoruba man will massacre Asaba people. Oputa panel was not honored by any of them. When the Otababoon came, Obasanjo Olusegun came, he talked to them arrogantly and stupidly, more arrogant than me. They didn't honor. Babangida didn't come. But it's your hero articulation. Ndioshi. And Obasanjo say, you know the implication as a soldier, when you are commanded to obey the last order, you obey the last order. And that he was obeying the last order. And so they have to kill over 10 million Biafrans. We shall obey 10 orders to respond to all of you. Don't worry. You obey the last order. You kill my father, kill my mother, took their money because you obeyed the last order. Somebody should give us order. Njara. It takes so much to get your freedom. When I see people, they say freedom is not free. You pay price for it. Instrument of discipline must be installed. I learned from people, honestly. I had a curiosity to learn. And I remember one of the last discussions I had with our leader before his house was invaded. He said, we need to install the instrument of discipline. Our people are good people. You put a Biafran where they sell Igbo, they sell highest. You put them where you have prostitute, they become prostitution. They are not prostitute. They will become prostitution itself. You put them to Boko Haram, they become Haram Boko. That is why I tell all these Fulani, Nigerian citizens, to giving us Boko Haram. When you see Biafra Haram, you will know what is doing you. Give them Somalia. You will know why Cardinalize is there. In fact, Amadou Bello, or is it Tafawa Balewa, he knows this truth. He said the Igbos, when you give them anywhere, they want to emerge as a leader. It is true. We cannot deny our identity. And leaders say you need to position our people rightly. Nigeria are now positioning Biafrans as beggar. They are now positioning you as a hopeless man, educated illiterate, 419 the corridor of power, Fulani headsman, governor in Biafra land. You have now misplaced your identity. Don't worry, we shall continue. And then we must continue. The 5 things you need to understand when it comes to what it takes to getting your freedom is that we must be ready to engage our slave master. Some people are afraid. It has kept us this far. You can't engage Fulani. You can't engage Nigerian government. You can't engage British government. You can't even talk about America. You can't even, when are we going to talk? When we are in the grave? No. We will engage all of you. You do your worst. The moment you discover them, you must engage them. BBC is afraid to talk about Biafra. CNN is afraid. When Voice of America or Al Jazeera or any Fox News or anybody want to talk about Biafra matter, they prepare themselves because they know they're going to get response. You confront them. Kirone. Kirone. Number 6, you must be willing to live with the consequence of your action. You must be willing. When I look at my leader, I draw courage. I think by now, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader, come on air, he will be crying like me. It's okay. We must continue. For where? He's willing to live with the consequence of his action. This is what makes a man. Are you willing to live with the consequence of your action? There is no regret. And that reminds me about a song, as a Christian. I am a very good Christian, for the avoidance of doubt. He said, I have no regret in walking with Jesus. I have no regret in walking for Biafra. He's the Alpha, Omega, the beginning and the end. He makes all impossible while you believe. Oh, he makes all impossible. Why you believe? I say I have no regret in being a member of IPOB. I have no regret in being a Biafra, because it is my father's identity. I will do anything to restore it. Biafra is the only language we understand on this platform. Hey, Biafra is the only thing that we know. But you won't understand. Are you ready to pay the consequence of your action? The people are hiding. Oh, no. Let's use wisdom. Let's use wisdom. You got to use wisdom. What kind of wisdom? This is what it takes to save a nation. It's very fascinating when I look at how Americans were able to chase away terrorist Britain from America. The world was so hard for George Washington that they have to employ ordinary train drivers. They disconnected the railway line. While Britain was bringing ammunition to kill Americans, he got there, the whole trailer carrying ammunition to eliminate Americans, Caucasian, they crumble there. Majority of the victory was from ordinary train driver. Train driver were referred to as keke driver today. So don't tell me I'm a keke driver. I cannot fight for freedom. You can. When the time comes, you will be more useful than you can imagine. You will not understand it. And so the moment you understand this thing, you must be ready to bear the consequence of your action. Number 7, you must tell your story all the way through. From the beginning, be ready to give account of your action to the next generation. Ojukwu did his job well. Philip Effiong did his job well. And now we are here. And believe me, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has set up a platform. The next generation will know what he has done. You hardly know about what Zeke of Africa did, because he was not ready to give you account. What about the governors who are passed? When we talk about them, we talk about a few good men. One day we'll look at a topic, a study known as a few good men. Are we going to talk about Mbono? Eda Mbono? So many of them. Simon Bakwe. Ala Messier. So many of them. A few good men. They did what they did because they're willing to redeem accountability. Once you have all these principles in place, you will do anything. You will do anything. That is why Americans strive. Forget about the people they are undermining, the blacks like us. Japan, Chinese, Indonesia, Malaysia, India. They're willing to give account to their people. Our governors and presidents everywhere in Nigeria, they don't want to give you account. They want to kill you. How dare you ask me for account? When these 7 elements are put in place, men and women of honor and integrity will stand by you. And you will see our people free. You will see them free. Biafrans across the globe. Make no mistake about it. The sacrifice of our fallen heroes will never be in vain. Stand up, rise up, and fight for your right. I'll be back in a minute.
We are no longer in Egypt. We have crossed our sea. We've gone far in this wilderness. Victory's few steps ahead. We are no longer in Egypt. We have crossed our seas. We've gone far in this wilderness. Victory's few steps ahead. When it gets tough to end this, nether of our heroes we not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra's already here. Not yet may we remember the price of a great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra's already here. Inside the wilderness, never open your soul to the wicked one. Penetrate and kill your people. To what he get charge you to say. Inside the wilderness, never sell your soul to the wicked ones. Penetrate and kill your people. God have charged you to say. When it gets tough to end this, nether of our heroes will not be fair. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra's already here. Not yet may we remember the price of a great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra's already here. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourselves to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God have put in your hands to save. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourselves to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God have charged you to save. When it gets tough to end this, nether of our heroes will not be fair. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra's already here. But yet may we remember the price of a great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra's already here.
And of course, we must continue. At this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 07081545642. 07081545642. You have not joined IPOB. There is no IPOB around you anywhere you are in the world. You send me your data on this WhatsApp line, 07081545642, and I will direct you to the people that will link you to the closest family. We don't want to conquer anybody. We want to go home, and I believe everybody wants freedom. And of course, our direct line is 081-221-52971, 081-221-52971. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614, 081-288-58614 is our special number. And of course, our lines are open at this moment. Yes, caller on Messenger, can you hear me? Caller
Yes,
Messenger.
I can imagine Reverend Onyibe.
Daddy in the Lord. Good evening, sir, from here. Go ahead,
I can
please.
hear you, my brother. This is your brother, Obidi. Yeah. This is your brother, Obidi. You know, I am from Oba. Oba is in Onitsha province, of course. Onitsha province is in Biafra land. My reverend, I am calling this evening because you brought tears in my eyes this evening when you were talking about how raggedy and how rugged the Biafran's army were, and how they were starving, and everything they didn't have, all the things they didn't have, did not limit their determination to fight for us. But before I move on, I must appreciate each and every one of us, starting from our leader, Mazen Nandekano, to Deputy Leader, Mazi Chemefo, to Mrs. Anya, everybody that knows what is keeping this struggle now, regardless our leaders' perseverance and everything that is doing. Mrs. Anya is a stronghold because she's been handling our finances without any chances of gossip. Okay, so I do most of the time. I appreciate her for that. And for all principal servants, both here in the United States, in Canada, in Brazil, and all over the world, every team who is working for this project, of course, there's no telling that God in heaven has chosen you as a vessel to be a part of this project, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and ask God to continue to preserve, to keep, and to replenish each and every one of us with what it takes us to continue this noble project. It's in Yeshua's name I pray. He said, Reverend, I called because of what you said about our military then and the people who volunteered to fight for our freedom. I wasn't paying keen attention to the actual story. A very reasonable story you told about this woman that confronted you in the Riverine area, but I am more consumed by personal emotion. When you were saying how they were dressed, I remember that it's not just the soldiers, it's not just the grown-ups. If you can recall, there are various videos of younger children, 10 years, 14 years old, and some of them were interviewed. You can hear them and you can see the spirit in them. And most of them don't have even top shirts on. And I remember 2014 when we went to Spain to open up a little consulate where people can meet Biafrans. And after watching the video, I was presented with a cola. I did not see any reason to be blessing a cola. I am melted down, crying. It's nothing else but the determination that I saw in these little children who fought for us. Most of them have gone beyond, some of them survived. And I'll use this moment also to honor all of them, all our veterans. Please, wherever you are a vessel of honor. God in heaven will bless you. For the ones that passed away, God has to put them in his bosom, because that's a simple decree from God. That's what our Lord Yeshua asks us. He said, asks us to do. He said in John, again, I keep reminding this Bible passage, John 3:16 says that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son to die for us, that whosoever believes will not perish. And at the same time, in 1 John 3:16, he told us that the day we die for ourselves, it could be death, it could be sacrifices that you are making before you're passing in this great world. It could be the day you die for one another is the day you did the simple commandment that I have given to all of you. So this is the reason I called this evening. These guys have given their lives. Some of them sacrificed. They did not die. They're still living up to date, because actually the life and death is in God's hands. That's what I called in here this evening. But at the same time, please, I know I'm taking a long time, but just to remind you, I heard when you were talking about Aisha Buhari, what she didn't do. I think you were right initially, Reverend, that Aisha should receive a plaque from Biafrans. Aisha did not leave any stone unturned. Aisha has given us all the clues. We know that when his husband died, he was very serious and everything. She also had, if you recall, there was a presentation she made, and she said that it's only 2-3 men in that restaurant. The people there is not her husband. She gave it out, okay? And with other things that happen, she has refused to stand by this Jibril el-Sudani. She has refused to be part of that nonsense that they're doing. If you recall, when our leader also made emphasis on when Prince Charles came, And our leader presented a program where he also clarified that is by protocol demands that Aisha Buhari should be present when Prince Charles and the wife came to Nigeria. But Aisha wasn't there. Okay, she couldn't do that. She couldn't come out and pretend. The only time they cornered her was during the election. You saw what they dramatized to show that Jibril was checking out Aisha to see if she voted for him. But the woman has done what she needs to do. I don't think she has not given every necessary cues to the people. The problem are these Nigerians who still believe that that man, that thing in Asarok is Buhari. The people who are still calling on him to do something, because I don't understand how come they're calling on a dead man to come and rescue them or to do something for them and stuff like that. That's just what I want to say this afternoon, Martin.
Of course.
I thank you so much for what you're doing. You're doing a great job. Please continue. There's no need of trying to emphasize what you're doing, because you know what? The scripture says, by their fruits, ye shall know them. We appreciate the message is going across. And at this time, I will hand over to you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
You were well on point, and I must tell you, that is the truth. Somewhere along the line, Aisha Buhari will be honored. She said everything. Oh, chimpanzee Nigerians, look at the truth. But could they see the truth? Are they willing to see the truth? We've gotten used to suffering. We think it's a blessing from God. Poor man day now, God prayer. This is the greatest insult any human being will receive. But of course, we must continue. Call on WhatsApp, are you there? Call on WhatsApp, are you still there? Good evening from here.
Hello, Mazi, George Onyibe. Good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Hello? Yeah, Mazi. Hello, Mazi. Am I coming out? Okay, Mazi. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for picking my call. Mazi, my name still remains Mazi Emmanuel Ezuma. I'm calling from Paris. Mazi, thank you for the Thank you for the lecture, Mazi. I want to greet our leader who for the lecture that he gave to us yesterday, Mazi. I was very, very impressed. I do learn a lot of things from this, our leader. Our leader is the only person who has stood up in the gap of millions of Biafrans. Mazi, the reason why I called this night is to, you know, some of our people normally used to say, we are talking. You know, we are talking without knowing that is by talk everything in this world started. We are talking. And while we are talking, others are doing what they are in a hurry to accomplish their mission. I want to let our people know one thing. This freedom we are into is not a child play. It's not an easy issue. It's not a political ambition. We are on a very difficult journey. To embark on freedom fighter is not like just do it today and let it be done tomorrow. No. You must abide by the rules and regulations that anchored that very movement. Mazi, our people, you know, without this talking we are in now, a lot of things would have gone wrong. Because, you know, some of them, you ask them, they say, they're only talking on the radio, no action. They're only doing this, there is no action. I need action, I need action. You need action. Why? You don't know that without talking, without sensitizing our people, if you go into anything, my brother, your brother will be the next person to mold you down. Our people need to know all this. And I am happy that Chukwu Okike Abiama selected all of you on media who are very, very committed, and Chukwu Okike is using all of you by sensitizing us. Today we have known that Mazi, in that contraction called Nigeria, do you know that the whole thing that happens in that war, in that 1960-1970, is exactly what they are replicating now in our own eyes, and everybody are looking the other way. It's only IPOB that we are shouting. Why are we blaming all those called politicians? Because they are not talking. Are we asking them to go and carry gun and kill Fulani herdsmen? No. But we need them to talk. The people who are saying we are talking, we need those politicians to be talking, but they are not talking. So, IPOB, we are talking now. We are sensitizing our people to know the difference, for our people to know the danger that is ahead of us. So, Mazi, you see now, you said that this Jubri is getting married. It's exactly what Gowon did in 1970 or 1977 when they were killing and massacring our people in the southeast, and this man was busy, you know, deceiving, celebrating exactly the same thing they want to replicate now by Jubri, trying to, you know, call all, before you know now, they will call party, call a lot of celebration to be celebrating because things are happening in Lagos and in Abuja. Why the indigenous population are busy? They are busy suppressing them with military. Mazi, our people need to wake up. Why are we saying all these things? We are saying it because it is necessary. It is very, very necessary. And you said something. I had one of our brother before from during the time of Mazi Arozie. He called, I think, from Enugu province. He called and said that the Enugu province, the airport there has been locked down. That the government say there is no money to build that airport, and the airport has been locked down definitively. What did that tell you? And he said that they were discussing that on their own Zoo Gota media there, and they were saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that. I was just imagining. Our people said in our dialect, they say, "Ezi oyi wona agwakwala nga agwa, but ajo oyi wona agakwara m igwa gi." A good friend, a good brother to you is, I told you before, I told you not to do this. I told you that this thing will happen if you do this. But a bad friend will always tell you, I would have told you. I wanted to tell you. Why? So our people need to know that the zoo have singled us out for destruction, and the power that is backing them, they are anonymous. If you hear our leader crying, shouting, It's not that he don't know what he's saying. I understood him 100%. And I need our people to still do the same thing, to still come up, still stand up and reject this zoo called Nigeria. Maze, I don't want to take much of your time, but only what I want to tell our people is this. You see, the reason why they are not, all these politicians you see in the zoo, they are comfortable because they are moving with militaries. They are moving with the convoy. They don't face harassment on the road because the Fulanis have not reached to their own door. That is the reason why you see them feeling comfortable, speaking grammar, talking all manner of things. But we are telling them, the promise we are making to them is this. That land, we reject them, just like our leader said. Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you very much.
Be well with you.
And you too, my brother, and we must continue. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on
yes,
WhatsApp.
Onyibe, I can hear you.
Good evening from there. Your name and where are you calling from, please?
My name is Mazi Idebele. And also, my mentor, I think for giving you the courage and the power to carry our people along by broadcasting in the morning and in the night is not easy. Also, I thank our able leader, Maji, that Ofikani, and also our deputy leader, Maji, and also HOD, deputy HOD, and all the members, and all coordinators all over the world, working as leaders to restore our land, the holy land of Biafra, the land with pure folly and more. It is the heaven that we have seen on earth. There is no any other place like Biafra. And also, I thank Biafra all over the world. Hearing my voice this evening. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time. I'm calling here from South Africa. I have two things to say. Number one, I'm saying Obiano and so. But before I go that, I have to make an announcement. And this announcement goes to our family in Angola. I want to declare right now, we have only 2 girls. 2 girls in Angola right now. For those that are as a coordinator, working with the GC in the morning, in the night, working with the IPOC. Those that cannot follow the instruction, those that cannot follow the rule of IPOB. In Angola, we have Avocan the zone, which connecting by Mazi Magnus Onyeka Maduka. You can reach him on this number from 44 925 483 80. again. The coordinator of Havoc in the zone. Plus 244 925 483 830. And the second zone was Nzango. Nzango zone. Our coordinator there is Ukunonso Okapo. You can reach him on plus 244 923 659 348. We don't have popular zone anymore. There is nothing like popular zone in Angola. For those that are those that are waiting for our leader to come on air and talk to them before they will know where to join. We don't work like that. We are IPOB. We work by control order. There is no popular zone in Angola. Everybody parading himself as a coordinator in a popular zone is working with the enemy. Is working with our enemy. And so there is no popular zone. Don't say that our leader said, our leader said, you can open a zone. You cannot open a zone where there is a zone. Any zone that is supposed to be, you cannot open a zone. Yeah. You need to join us. I'm making this announcement for the second time. For those that doesn't know where to belong, the only people that you have in Angola, you have to join the special force nearest to you. That is a special announcement that I want to do. Tomorrow, we isolate in South Africa. How much people want to go? In Pretoria. Tomorrow in our court will be good. If you thought the high commissioner of people are running away, that doesn't want any place from the beginning. But we isolate want a case. Because our leader always say, if there is no trouble, I will take one by myself. So now we isolate in South Africa are taking one already. Our name is going to be in the court of South Africa. So, if you are here in any state, Victoria, Menaki, that's my boy. All of us are going to attend for our brother's sake. Because follow the state. Let everyone assemble in Victoria for our brother's sake. There's something I want to say. As you can see, our atonement have it's what? It's 2014. Whenever we are seeing atonement, one thing that brother will come out. After the atonement, all the different agenda will come out. Look at the Uganda para. What is happening to Uganda para? Oh, we are not say that when men who are not slaves are going to pay 500,000. So now our people now become a ego. As you can say, 500,000. Now, as progressive news coming out after the appointment, you can watch out. All the traditional rulers behind that. Biafra in the Biafra land. When you check the news, if you see any traditional ruler that is coming from your farm, make sure you give us his number. You need to ask him some questions. If our people now come for fair, with a headman can come in our land and kill us, and they will pay, they pay us 500,000. What is 500,000? For IPOP them. Okay, I'm not. This is sign that you have to go after you. You have to pay you 500,000. Either you are taught or not. You need to bring them out. You need to take in a way. I pay 500,000. Then you know how people. This is our prayer from atonement. Now the whole people that behind those are coming out. They are listed their name, all the people, and so those people that are supporting you behind all this year nonsense that you are doing the number. The hour has come that we will go after you one after the other. Onyibe, I have to stop here so that other people can come in. The people tell them that bring all Biafra all over the world. Those that are working hard for us to get what we are looking for. For us to achieve our goal. Not those that are sitting on the fence, trying to make one way or the other. Try to use to make money. No way for them. If you look on the Facebook, social media, people are pumping all sorts of nonsense. Biafra, 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 Biafra bag, Biafra, Biafra cap, Biafra this. I want to make it clear to Biafrans all over the world. Never you pay any money online in the name of buying any book or any bag or any t-shirt. Never you. We Biafrans never started selling books. Mind who are giving your money. Pay online, we are going to deliver a t-shirt for you, we are going to deliver a bag for you, we are going to deliver this and that. This is the enemy of progress sent by the Zoom. If you send the money is gone. Don't say that it's not there. Because tomorrow night they say IPOB is doing this, IPOB eat my money. Anything online, don't pay, don't buy. Whatever that we started producing our own, we will make it on earth. Let me stop here. Onyibe, so that other people can come. Thank you so much. May people tell them, bless you and your family. I bless Biafrans all over the world.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Good evening, Onyibe. Good evening, sir. I am Nwankwo Chidebube from Aba. Onyibe, can you hear me, sir? Okay. I want to, before I go on, Onyibe, I want to read this song for my fellow Biafrans. Yes, Onyibe, I am there. We will surely go up and take the country, to possess the land from Jordan to the sea. Though the zoo may be on our way to hinder, but Chukwokika must surely give us victory. Victory, only move on to the Biafra land. Move on to the Biafra land. Move on to the Biafra land of God. Hallelujah. Move on to the Biafra land. Move on to the Biafra land. Move on to the Biafra land of God. Yes, my fellow Biafran, I bring you greetings in the name of Chukwokika, who is everything, who is our anchor, who is our sustainer, who has been our protector. If not by the grace of Chukwukikabiama, the zoo would have destroyed us. Onyibe, I want to tell you, you are an educator. Radio Biafra has given us knowledge, has opened our eyes to see and to know what we don't know before. Our supreme leader, Mazen Namdekaro, is a man who sees tomorrow. What the Ohanes Notion and Natro cannot see, our leader has seen it. Onyibe, I want to tell you that what these people is doing in our land, our so-called gallivanting for Igbo presidency, since they have been in the corridor of power, what have they brought to Biafra land? If you come to Aba to the Onyibe, Aba is like a poultry farm. Nothing is working. Osisioma is total shambles, and they are there. People, I don't know, our people don't want reason, they don't understand. They will carry our money, take it to already developed country, leaving Biafra undeveloped. I don't know why our people are so deaf. There is one song I want to raise again. Agabe sorry bemaga, sorry bemaga, sorry bemu. Agabe sorry bem, eku Biafra mbenine, ebi. Umu Biafra neto ya mbenine, ebi. Agabe sorry bemaga, sorry bemaga, sorry bemu. Agabe sorry bem, neto ya mbenine, ebi. Anywhere you are in Biafra land, I am from Isuchi. Isuchi is in Umunochi, local government of Abia State in Biafra land. All the Isuchi people, wherever you are, make sure that you join IPOB because Biafra is the only answer. My brother, my uncle fought the Biafra war. Chukwunakpo Ngele. He fought the Biafra war and he died. He was killed. The zoo killed him during the Biafra Nigerian war. But as long as I am alive, as long as my family are still alive, we cannot stop agitating for Biafra. And Biafra will surely come. Onyibe, keep on moving on. We are solidly behind you. And Chukwukikabiama will surely give us Biafra. And we all will be alive and celebrate Biafra. Thank you, Onyibe. Let me hang up for that call. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Sandra Kostenesian from Akwa State.
About here.
Yeah, better. Sir, there is things that is happening, especially because I'm staying at Aba. What police is doing now in Aba to intimidating people is too much. Now they will carry Hamakat mount at the Asigiwata.
Hello?
Thinking that there is that they are fighting war, not knowing that they are robbing Kete people. Any Kete that fail to give them money, they'll pass the Kete from morning to night. Another one is that they will carry small boys, patrolling and blocking young boys on the roads that are going their business. Some go to school, they'll carry them, charge their phone, carry them, drive away. They can drop them any way they like. So the intimidation, especially in this area, is too much. Nobody is talking. The governor is talking. Nobody is making any speech on the radio concerning what police is doing in Aba. So, Onyibe, I still want to thank you so much because the struggle is about to end by the grace of Chukwukikabiama. I just want to use the opportunity to call our people in my community, in Kari community, under in the local government, Akwa Ibom State. I called Ikoro from Mbente, Ubienkene, Ikoro from just all of them come up with full force. We are here. So you know, John, I feel the kid was from Agame, Biafra. Biafra do the only way. Without Biafra, we are perished. Without Biafra, our future children, there is no hope for them. Because even we, there is no hope for us to talk about children. So I thank you so much, Master Onyibe. I still thank our zonal coordinator. I see Mechugo cannot bless you. Bless all our IPP members. Bless our Master Nikalo. Now, Chugo Kabiama. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Call on the line. Are you there? Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir.
Go ahead, please. Call on WhatsApp.
There is a question that I want to ask.
Go ahead.
Someone pay for radio Biafra. Before they give that person receipt, they say that you will pay 500 paper. When you take the money, it's just like 300 naira. Before they give you the receipt, I need more clarification on it.
Do you have a finance officer? Do you have a finance officer? Do you have a finance officer?
We have everything now.
As the
Oh,
finance officer, why are they collecting extra money before they issue you receipt? If they don't give you a reasonable answer, let me know.
So look at now. There is the one IPOB, the one we have from this IPOB unit. That's four we just form this thing. Two left. We are able to stand firm on that one, but we thank God we are working strong.
You are listening to your radio.
Okay. And another one, there is another unit I formed by myself. It's not the area that I'm good at, but the one that I'm operating. But I used to go and visit them.
Yes, I think we lost our Zoo Epileptic Network, but we must continue. My sister, in case you are still listening, find out from your finance officer why extra charge will be made for you to collect your receipt. And if the clarification is not accepted by you, not genuine enough, please you send me a text message and I will hand over to the finance department. Thank you very much, Ada. We must continue. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Hello, Mazi. Good evening. God bless you.
Good evening, my brother. Go ahead, please.
I'm calling from Hamburg, Germany. My name is Collins. Mazi, I just want to contribute a little thing. I am troubled in my spirit. This brother that shot in last time in South Africa, I use him and make profile. I'm used because I see the brother in wheelchair. I use him and make my profile. So I just want to pray for that brother. I pray that that brother will get his healing. Every pain that he's going through, and I pray that Almighty Chukwu Okabiyama will heal him and he will stand again and forget about that wheelchair. Once again, I still want also to pray for our sister Efe. You know, sometimes it's not one thing. I don't want to say this on media, but I'm troubled because I saw Efe last time. Even this hard call when somebody is in pain and still talking about IPOB. I feel so, I'm too much. I thought in my spirit, I pray that the spirit, the power, the air that she's breathing in France, I pray that let that air, the water that she's drinking in France, will be a healing to her. Once again, I want also to talk because there is a brother also that calling from India. I've never heard from him for a long time now. This is
Yes,
Udo Chuku for a long time.
Mwachu Kiki. It's Mwachuku Kiki.
Yeah.
Mwachuku Kiki has one or two challenges, and I'm expecting our brother who may be responsible for his challenge to do the right thing. And hopefully they shall do the right thing. In about 2 weeks from now, we will be hearing from him. His matter is on my decks already. And believe me, God is above all of us.
God bless you. God bless you. Because I'm missing those people. And another person again, our lead, our brother, our lovely voiced brother, Rabbi. I hear his voice today. It's been a long time I never hear from him. Thank God I want to hear from him. Biafra want to hear his voice. And I thank our brother, our leader, our papa that speaks from US today. I thank him. I thank his voice. That's all I want to say for now. God bless you, Maz.
You have done very well. You have done very well. Thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, can you hear me, caller on the line?
Network, the thing just cut. I didn't finish.
Go ahead, please.
So, for me to not forget, I'm telling Nigeria bye-bye. Oh, we are going in Nigeria bye-bye. Oh,
of course.
Nigeria bye-bye. Oh. So, another thing I want to ask is this. Like now, the way they close border, nothing is moving. And now our leader have made us to open our eyes. Even if all these big people that are having stomach, that shit, that food their stomach, no reaction on it. And another thing I want to ask, is there any man in that Senate house? When we're looking on about the Senate house, I what I'm asking, Master Onyibe. I'm asking, is there any man in that Senate house? Because everything during the custom man, they remove bring the retired soldier. Nothing happened. All the people that are in Senate, they didn't do anything. And another one is the chief judge of federation. They just remove it like that without informing the Senate people. And even if the Senate people, even if they hear them, they can't do anything. I'm asking, is there any man in that Senate office? Is what I'm asking. So they one have passed. This nation and Dama. But looking for the president of 2023. Shame to you. Shame to you. And the name that they will call him Omaru. That's the name they will give and give you the word. His name is Omaru. This CDK Amechi, his name is taking my pants in this Amechi. Jesus. Amechi. We are giving him. There's nothing enough to stop one mission because German. It's a bad draw. Sure. Bye bye. That's enough for someone to this in there.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
We must continue. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Hello, Master George Onyibe.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. My name is Mazi Jude Onaniwu. I hail from Umobodo Dioka Nzerem in a member now of Igwe province, Biafra land. And I am regarding you what you are doing in this Biafra land is so okay for us, that we are happy with you. And I know that with you and the Mazin Namdi Carlo and the UCMF4, we can get Biafra. So I'm so happy for you. Please, I want to talk to my people in my dialect. Onyibe, the people from the Okanserem, Ndi Nserem, Ndi Umukabi, Ndi Abaja, Ndi Umeze 1, Ndi Umeze 2, Ndi Umeze Ala, Ndi Amarako, Ndi Angara, Ndị Okwe, Ndị Okigwe, Ndị Ụmụlọlọ Amụrụ Isiokwe, Ndị Itubọma, Etiti, Isiweke, Lọwa, Ikperejere, na ndị ọzọ niile, ndị Obo, Achingale, biko a na-akpọ unu na-esukọ bịa mata ihe anyị na-eme ihe ihe mere anyị ji aka afọ n'ụbọchị taa, ka anyị ike zụta na Biafra, ka o ike rụta ya aka, ka na-eze anyị na-achọ ka o ike rụta ya aka. Maazị George Onyibe, I'm so happy. I am from World Bank Zone in Aba, and I'm so happy for this opportunity that you gave to me. Thank you very much. Let Nnamdi Carlo and his people and all the whole people that is fighting for Biafra give us what we want, and we know that they can give us what we want. In the name of Yahweh Yeshua. He said.
Thank you very much. We must continue. And so hopefully this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. Believe me, there are a lot of things it takes for people who are in need of freedom to do the needful, and they get their freedom. As they say, freedom is not given, but it's taken. A lot of people will not be able to understand what we do here on Radio Biafra, but soon you shall. For you to know we are making impact already. Nigerians are answering Biafra name already. Nigerians now are defending IPOB. And when I say, oh, I'm Fulani woman, you know me, Biafra is right, I'm a Yoruba woman, you know me, I'm a Hausa man, hallelujah. Go ahead. One of them is on my Facebook here. He's even putting on Biafran flag as his profile feature. And now you see, if they are not against, if they are for us, they cannot be against us. Everybody must hail Biafra. Ndesabu, hail man of Biafra. They say, what are BML, KQQ, WWW, IBM, and honestly, this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. There is no two ways about it. Our desire is that our people should be able to come back home proud of who they truly are, walking in the streets in this global community, and then they look up to you in the face and say, I am a Biafran. And this is our song for Biafra, our dream for Biafra. Good night from here, and God be with you.
This is my song for freedom. They call me Chris Jokey. Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil, for still God is always with me. Yeah, He's always with me. And the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home. Yeah, we made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. I am talking about a holy land, yeah, where God will always reign, and the sun will shine again. So we the people rejoice, yeah, where no one will tell me, yeah, that my song is suicidal, that I will lose my life for singing song, where there is freedom of speech. Mr. Mefo will remind us, yeah, that we are children of the Most High God. In Jerusalem we meet again, yeah, cause we are the children of God, and the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home. Yeah, we made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. We are praying for the moment, yeah, when heaven will come for us, and the world will talk about us, so no one else have to die. All this nation will respect us, yeah. Understand we just wanna go back home. No amount of contest the show, yeah. Cause we all got possessed, and the spirit is in me. My director will return home, yeah. Show us love we used to do before. Beautiful faces that we see again, yeah. We need you, we miss you, and we wait on you. And the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. Holy, Namdekano is another Savior. Holy, Namdekano is another Savior. Mugawa, Biafra, Kadege, that will run, baby. It is a child, the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. So we'll rise. Made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too